Alright, number 9. 32. What perfect square goes into 32? Oh, biggest. 16 is the biggest one, right? Alright, so 16 times what number is 32? 2. And then you see this guy right here. What's the square root of 2? We're not going to 32. We've got to divide it into it.
She's already
Y'all really am.
So that's 4.
I'm not here thinking about proteins.
4 square root of 2. We'll go through that in each day today. Alright, here we go. 192. What's the biggest perfect square that divides into 192? 60. Should be 64. 64. Just because it goes into it, that's cool. You gotta find the biggest one for this to work, okay? Alright, so what's 64 times what number is 192? 3. And the square root of 64 is 8. There you go. Alright, by the way, on number 9, did this 4 have a square root on it? Did the 4 have a square root on it? Yes, no. No, it does not. That's why we're not doing anything else with the 4. You leave the 4 alone, okay? Yes, Dad. Yeah.
Didn't she say like 96 was the biggest?
Number 10. 96 is not a perfect square. Where are we at? Alright, 45. What's the biggest perfect square? What's the biggest perfect square that divides into 45? 9. 9 times what is 45? 5. There you go. Square root of 9? 3. There you go. Alright, and then 75. What's the biggest perfect square that goes into 75? 2 is not a perfect square. 25. There you go. 25 times what? 3. Square root of 25 is? 5. There you go. Y'all okay? Yeah? No? Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to kind of skip around in our notes a little bit. And we're going to go to 2.8 notes, which is on page 37. And I was informed earlier today that apparently they were hole punched backwards. So it goes from 37 to 35. That should be okay. So we're going to do 37 and 38. 37 and 38, okay? Alright, and if you notice, these are really, really close, similar to what we've been doing, okay? So 37, we've only got like 6 problems and that's it. And these are really quick and easy, okay? These are really quick and easy. They're easy. Alright, do you notice it, like, does this have x is greater than 2 or x is less than or equal to -1, or does it have any of that stuff? No. It has the greater than or equal to, but it doesn't have the remember, Ethan, if it said if x is less than all that stuff that it had before, it doesn't have that. So this is not a piecewise function, okay? Do you see the difference between the two? Alright, so you just graph this like you always do. What's your slope? -3/1. And what's your y-intercept? -2. And then we're going to graph it on our graph like normal. Do not connect the dots yet. Just put the dots on your graph, okay? My little overachievers. Because it's just this. It doesn't have if x is less than 2 or anything like that. Alright, so my slope tells me to either go down 3 and right 1, or up 3 and left 1. Right, are y'all okay? Don't connect the dots yet. Alright, so just like we did before, we had open circles and closed circles. We're either going to have an open line or a closed line. So what do we have here? Closed. Well, a closed line is just a solid straight line, right? Just like it always is. Yeah, just a solid closed line.
I'm talking about an open line.
That'd be a dotted. An open line would be a dotted line. Yep. So closed is a solid line. Open is a dotted line. That's what the terminology means. Okay. All right. So there's one more thing we have to do. We have to shade. So it says, now look at what it says here. Before, when we had all that stipulation, it said x is less than or x is greater than, right? This says y is greater than or equal to. So where are my y's at? Which way? Up and down or left and right? Up and down, right? So where do my y's get bigger? As I go up or as I go down? As you go up. So you're going to shade everything above that graph. Alright, then we got to do domain and range, which is easy. So domain is from which way to which way? Left to right. Where's it going? Left, yeah. Where's it going to? I know you're looking at it like it's going up. It's not going up, it's going to the left. Where's it going? Negative infinity. And I know you're looking at it like it's going down. It's not going down. I want to think right. Where's it going to the right? Positive infinity. It is all real numbers. Yep. Range is also all real numbers. There you go. Got it? I told y'all today we got to do the definition first. Alright, so what resembles a linear equation, but instead of an equation, an equal sign, it's got an inequality sign? What do we call that? Linear inequality. There you go. Alright, let's go to number 2. Yeah. As soon as we get down to this, won't take long at all. We're almost done. Alright, what about this one? What's my slope? And what's my y-intercept? There you go. 1 over 1. My y-intercept? -5. Okay. Does this have any kind of stipulations like x is less than or x is greater than something? Does it?
Oh, no.
No, it doesn't have anything like if, that, or whatever, okay? So we're just going to do this like normal. Go down 5. And then my slope is 1 over 1. So I'm going to go up 1 and right 1. Now make these pretty big so that you can see what's going on. Or you can go down and left, okay? A negative what?
Shouldn't it be an open circle?
Oh, we're getting there. Yeah. See, it doesn't have any stipulations like a circle where to start with. So the whole line is open. So the whole line is open means that it would be a dotted. Like that. Before you had a certain dot that you started at, so that dot was open. Does that make sense, Isaac? Okay. Alright, so be careful when you make that dotted, because if you close in too many of them, then it's going to look like a solid line, okay? So make it look real dotted. Alright, and it says y less than. Where do all your y's get less than? Where do they get smaller at? No, y's. Y's are up and down. As you go down, there you go.
So what you can do to prevent it from looking like it's solid is
Just skip every couple of dots so you don't.
it's like, what's the hardest thing I did?
It depends on you.
Was that last thing we did pretty hard?
Yes, it was.
Y'all say that, and I had 25 100s.
Oh,
That is
25 100s out of 3 classes. So it was not hard. Y'all made, in here, you made it hard. Right here, you made it hard. And so you told yourself it was hard.
What did y'all tell me?
Alright, what was domain? What's domain on this one? All real numbers, yep. What about range? All real numbers, there you go. Don't get yourself psyched up, it's fine. We got it. Everything's okay. Life's just dandy. As y'all sit there in silence. Good grief. Okay. Alright, number 3. So what's wrong with number 3?
Y is not by
Y
itself.
is not by itself. There you go. So we got to subtract the x. So we have 2y is greater than negative x plus 6. Alright, then how do you get rid of this guy right here? There you go. There you go. Each one. Alright, so y is greater than, how do I write that? Negative 1/2 x, yep. Plus 3. There you go. What's my slope? What's my y-intercept? There you go. 1, 2, 3. Down 1 and right 1. Or excuse me, down 1 and right 2. Y'all, I gotta get my life together today. think some of y'all need to get your life together. AP Bio sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers.
It's not working.
Not. Oh Lord have mercy.
So I did 3 AP bio last year, so I was AP bio conference.
You have to sign up for that class. You can, but you have to sign up for it. All right, open line or closed line? Open. So it just looks like it's dotted. All right, and it says all of your y's greater. Your y's are up and down. So where do your y's get greater?
What's there?
Up there. There you go. There you go. Just like that. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. All right, go to the next page. 38. Oh, wait, we didn't do domain and range. Wait, pause. Un momento, por favor.
Oh, real numbers for both.
All round numbers for both. There you go. All right, now let's go to the next page. Y'all okay?
Yes.
Yeah? Would you stop psyching yourself up like it's gonna get all hard and stuff? Like life is only what you make it, dude.
It's hard at the moment.
Well, if you're making your life hard, no wonder. All right, what about this one? This one's different. What does this one say?
Yes.
X at 6, and it's what kind of line somebody was saying? It's a straight vertical line. There you go. Go to X of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now don't just go drawing a line because y'all see that and you just want to draw a line. What kind of a line is it? You have to be careful. It is a solid. Very good. But just make sure you check that before you start going and drawing lines. Now, this says X. X is which way? Huh? It's not up and down. It is left and right. X-axis is right here. That goes left and right. So because it says X, we're going to think left and right. So greater than, where do the X's get greater than? In this little box is to the right. There you go, right here. Now domain and range is going to be different on this guy, though. All right, domain is which way to which way? Left to right. So what's the left? Doesn't go any further than 6. Parentheses or bracket? Why does that get a bracket? It's because it's a solid line. If it was dotted, what would it get? A parentheses. There you go. And then where's it go to the right? Even though my graph cuts off, it's going and going and going to positive infinity. There you go. And infinity is all you get a parentheses. What about range? Bottom to top. All real numbers. There you go. If you don't like all real numbers, you can write negative infinity to positive infinity, okay? All right, we got 2 more, then we're done. I told y'all. We're good. We got it. We okay today. You ready? Oh, 42. Keep me straight. Okay, make sure we don't go over. All right, what about number 5? What do you got to do first? Yep. Subtract 4x. Now be careful. That's a negative 3y greater than negative 4x plus 12. Ooh, girl, you got it. When you divide by a negative 3, what happens? What sign swaps? The greater than sign. There you go. All right, so we got it. Or you multiply by a negative number. Yep, as long as it's by a negative. So if instead of greater than, it changes to less than. And then 2 negatives make a positive. And then 12 divided by negative 3 makes negative 4. There you go. Who is that? 1, 2, 3. Where you been? Didn't bring me a sweet tea. Didn't bring me a lemonade or some fries. Anything. Just went. All right, so we're going to start at negative 4. What's my slope? 4 over 3. So I'm going to go up 4 and right 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Or I can go down 4 and left 3. Yeah, it's different though. It's page 30. We're on page 38 right now. All right, dotted line or solid line, open or closed. There you go, dotted. So just make it look like it's dotted, okay? All right, and it says y less than. Where do your y's get less than? Top or bottom? Bottom. All right, what about domain and range? There you go. For both of them or just one of them? There you go. We got one more. And then we're going to look at quizzes. And then we got a couple of y'all that need to turn in page 23 and 25 still because you didn't do it yesterday. Alright, last one. Here we go. What do we got to do? Yeah, got to get the y by itself, so we're going to subtract 6x. Yep. So we got 4y is less than or equal to negative 6x minus 24. Now, Jack, we didn't divide or multiply by anything. We just subtracted, okay? So we're not going to go flip it any signs.
I do have a question about 5 though. So I see that y is less than the. I'm just wondering why it's shaded right there.
It's shaded down because less than means down. Yep. Yep. Because y's go up and down. All right, we're going to divide by 4. Are we going to flip a sign because we divided by 4?
Yes.
Nope. All right, you got two choices. You can either leave it 6 over 4 if you want to. It's not really proper, but you'll get the same answer. But I really should reduce it and get negative 3 over 2. Just don't touch the 4. All right, so we're going to go down 4. That's our y-intercept. Negative 3 means go down 3. Positive 2 means go right 2. What?
24 is
Oh gosh, that's a 6. Sorry. I saw the 4 and wrote the 4. Good grief. Sorry. I saw the 4 and wrote the 4. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we're going to go down 3 and right 2. Let's see. And then we can go up 3 and left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. There we go. Alright. Solid line or dotted line? Solid. There you go. Alright, where am I going to shade? It's y less than, so those go up or down? Down. So you're going to shade everything below that line. Alright, what about domain and range? Both of them? There you go. Alright. I'm going to hand back your quizzes. And we're going to look at those. And I'm going to hand back your notes. Not your notes, your homework for the end of the day. No, it's 23 and 25. Hope I would wait and put everything together, dear. Alright, what we at? Period. Alright, I'm gonna hand back your homework first, okay? So you keep your homework. You keep your homework. So here we go. Madeline, Matthew, Put. Jennifer, Brent, Michaela, Caleb, Nate, Kirsten, Nathan, Hope, Sawyer, Lucy, Jack, Emily, Elizabeth, Kaylee, Melanie, Aaron, Jesse, which are under, yeah. And Aaron Kabak. Alright, and then I have 1, 2, 3 of them without names on them.
So wait, I got a grade. In the grade book, and you didn't even know my name.
Did I put them in the grade book?
It's in the grade book.
For homework?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh wait, are we talking about the quiz?
No, we're talking about homework.
Oh, never mind.
No, you don't have a grade in there for homework. Alright. Who's that? Alright, put your name on the back of the tray. Is that yours?
That's fine.
This one's yours. Put your name on it, put it back in the tray, okay? What happened? Okay, I'll give it back to you on Monday. Okay, just put your name on it and go.
Oh wait, hold up. Hold up.
What?
I got 12 and 13.
Okay, we'll put them in there.
Please don't give me a B, because I can't do any more.
as you come into my class with Chick-fil-A late.
Do you want it? Will that give me an A?
No, I cannot be bribed.
Be bribed with other kids around.
Alright, these are quizzes. These are quizzes, okay? So you cannot keep
That flew out of my head. Flew out of my head.
Ethan, Jesse, Put, Melanie, Kaylee, Elizabeth, Aaron Hembach. Jennifer, Emily, Savannah, Noah, Sawyer, Nathan, Prince, Hope, Aaron, Jack, Matthew, Madeline.
Sorry. You're good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over how much sure. If you want to check and make sure I didn't mess up on anything. I did not put on page 23.
I'm so tired of you getting a point better than me.
Is it okay? Okay. Alright, let's talk about your quiz real quick. You ready? No, we're not. Like, you're not gonna show them or anything.
I won't listen though. I'll study.
Do you listen anyways?
I'll study.
Alright, number one, all three of those were 2 points apiece. So if you want to add these up to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Number 2, those were all 3 points apiece. And number 3, that was 6 points. So 2, 3, 6. Add them up, make sure it gives you the number 5, okay? Honestly, the only thing that most of you did wrong on the graphs was that you just took the slope in the wrong direction. That's the only thing that most of you did, okay? And then on the back, number 4, right, number 4? Number 4 is 6 points, and number 5 was 8 points, okay? Alright, so if you don't have any questions on the front, put them in the tray. If you've got a question, let me know. I know, most of y'all just made silly mistakes. Yes.
You got the sound. Keep moving downtown.
I'm sure your mother's gonna love to hear that
Okay, so the endosymbionic hypothesis is basically how the theory of what mitochondria is.
Yeah, because it's like I'm teaching on things. Alright, so here's what I want to bring to your attention. Do you notice the difference between the graphs of what this looks like on number 6 versus what the quiz looked like on those graphs? Do you notice the difference? Like when you get a test next week, are you going to be able to see the difference of when to do piecewise and when to do this one? Are y'all okay on the difference? You do piecewise if it says if. You're going to take a piece of it, right? Are y'all good to go?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sweet. Well, we got, what, just a few minutes left?
Enough time to rest our heads.